Have you ever like been interested in someone and pursued someone?
I have.
Ooh.
Some of the best men I ever dated were men who I pursued myself.
I want to hear that.
Okay, so one of them who I thought was my soulmate, 15, 16 at the time, I would always see him at the gym. We go every day.
Right.
Approached him one day, maybe like the second or third time I saw him. I was like, hi, like, I'm Isabella. Nice to meet
Wow.
you. And we're talking like da-da-da. He's like, oh, I have a girlfriend. I was like, okay, like, let me know if it doesn't work out.
You said that?
I did. I don't know how I said it. It was kind of open-ended because I didn't want it
I
to
see.
seem like I thought it wasn't going
Right.
to, but I was like, if it ever doesn't work out, like, let me know.
Right.
And he ended up DMing me a few weeks later. Like,
Few
hey,
weeks
like-
later?
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'd love to take you out. And yeah, it was great. He was one of my favorite boyfriends I ever had.
How long did that last?
Not very long. It was kind of like a summer fling. He ended up turning Mormon. And
Everyone keeps telling me about Mormons. It's
yeah,
like
it was
culty, right, or something?
Yeah, it was hilarious. I mean, sad. I feel bad for him. He's on a mission trip now.
Like convert people?
Yeah, his like parents found out he was smoking weed one time, and they like sent him to like this camp, and then he like gave up like his entire life to go do this, which is unfortunate in a lot of ways, but it ended on good terms, so I wish him the best.
Out of curiosity, what made you want to pursue him? Was it attraction purely?
He was very attractive. Yes, I thought he was very nice, so I feel like we both just kind of had this, like, every time we see each other, it's just like, oh, like, hey, it was very much this. I feel like we were polite to everybody in that way, and I appreciated that about both
So
of
you
us.
noticed a similar vibration.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like you would not, I don't ever see you, but maybe I'm wrong, being with a toxic asshole.
No, I definitely try not to.
You seem too nice to
I
humans.
try. Yeah, thank you. I try. Yeah.
Okay, so that was the one you were like super in love with?
I really loved him. I really liked him. He was great.
And there was no chance of fighting for him?
I just didn't feel like there needed to be a fight. I feel like if things are meant to be, they will be. Maybe in 10 years, you never
Rekindle,
know. Or like,
maybe.
I feel like I was very young at that time, and
Yeah,
he
you
was
were
a
a
bit
kid for
older,
sure.
so it's like I wasn't
How old
even.
was he?
He was 2 years older than me, so I want to say he was 17 at
Oh, that's
the
not too
time.
bad.
Yeah, exactly.
too
So I was like, maybe when we're done with college, like whatever.
Moving on, that's the only guy you actually loved?
Oh, I've loved many people in my
Right.
life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any ones that stand out?
My first love when I was in like 8th grade.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
loved
kitty
him.
stuff.
I can't say any of them stand out more than other ones. I think I have loved them all in different ways, but I have loved them all in
That's fair.
some way. Yeah.
None of them were ever bad breakups?
Not on my end, no.
Wow. You are very positive.
Thank you. And I think even if they took it bad on their end, they always came around.
Yeah.
And I can't say I'm not friends with any of my exes right now.
You're
so.
not?
I am. I'm friends with
Friends
all
with
of them.
everybody, right,
Yeah.
right,
So I
okay.
can't say I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about red flags in guys. What do you consider a red flag for you?
I think morals are a huge thing for me. I think just especially when I think of raising kids, and I think I take relationships very seriously, as right now I'm at a place where I do want to date to marry, otherwise I just rather be on my own in my own life. So I think morals are a huge thing in that way.
Guys, we found a good one. Finally.
Thank you. So yeah, I think morals, like how you treat people, like what you think people
Right.
deserve and
Right.
what they don't, I think that's a huge thing for me.
Okay, so you only date for marriage right now.
I do, yeah.
So cute. Okay. How old is the guy you're dating right now?
He is 23.
Still young. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
What are some other red flags? So that's a green flag you told me. So moral, you have to have morals.
Yeah,
which
we
is
have to have
beautiful.
the same morals, I would say. I think morals are hard to not align on. I feel like there's not much leanway in them, I
100%.
guess.
Yeah. What do you think a moral is you have that lacking in most people? I feel like that's a good question to ask.
I think, especially just what I've studied in school and stuff, I really believe in Eastern cultures more in the way they think we are just here to exist as people. Western cultures, believe we're here for like a life of labor, and they're very into like capitalism.
Yeah.
And so I think people deserve like food, shelter, whatever it may be. I don't think you have to work for that.
Okay.
I think that's just a basic human right.
I also think that. I
Yeah.
think it's weird to charge people for land and rent.
Yeah, I think healthcare should be free. I think
Healthcare
I'm
should be
very
free.
just left leaning in that way politically
Yeah.
too. But
But I also read like in Canada, healthcare is free, but it's almost impossible to make an appointment.
that is true. But I guess it's fair that way. It's not
Right.
just the wealthy that get taken care of.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if we all have cancer, the rich, it's like the poor people aren't the only ones dying. I think
100%.
that's fair. It should be that way.
100%. Yeah. That's the only red flags you have?
I guess morals are my only thing I can really think of. I think how they treat other people, I think that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have a bunch, but I don't say I go into things like looking for them or
Right,
having
right.
them on top of my
Okay.
head by any